starts. I had a whole like hour-long video planned, but most of that went kind of off the rails and off topic. The video you're about to watch is a very sensitive topic for me, very heavy topics and stuff that I've been through that is very hard for me to explain. Luckily, I got it all in a recording where I could keep a straight face and not try to look sad. So, I will quickly do a very quick show of what the video is going to be about. So first of all, Viking Christian. This YouTube channel, his name is Zach behind the channel. This person has been through a lot and he documents all his stories, all of his changes, and he owns something called Soul Arc. Now I'm not going to show you everything because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to, but this is a paid course and a paid thing that you can go do to rebuild yourself spiritually and to have more discipline and to have knowledge implemented into things that you need to do. Now I joined not too long ago, I did a course and luckily it went alright. I've done notes, I did 13 pages and there was a lot of stuff in there. But this video will involve very heavy topics such as depression and even suicide. So I never went and wanted to do it, but there was a time where I felt like I didn't want to be here. Now, that was a very dark time for me, and as I am going to get onto, as the video explains, I went through a depressive state with a condition named ADHD. Now that kind of worsens it in some cases, sometimes it will help it. In my experience it worsened because I wasn't on the supposed meds I was supposed to take. I've gone back on them, it's helped, and I'm slowly rebuilding myself. This video is not meant to be sympathy votes. This video is meant to hold myself accountable, and if my family members say that I shouldn't really do this video, I'm sorry, but this is something I want to do, to hold myself accountable to where it matters most. What will also be part of this video is how me and my girlfriend got together and how she's helped me and how my family's helped me. Like I said in the beginning, this video is going to be a bit heavy. I hope you all understand, and please proceed with caution because I know sometimes it can be trigger warning for all of these people on Earth. So the trigger warnings are as follows: depression, suicide, and soppy stories. I hope you enjoy the video. So, on a serious note, going back to the story of the Bibles, this Bible, the one I showed you earlier, has genuinely helped me so much. Now, I tend to not get soppy, but I am going to be soppy here. All the way back in 2024, I met Tamara, who is now my girlfriend. Well, she's saying hi if you can't see. I met her all the way back in November of 2024, but we didn't really talk until December 2024, and then we officially got together in January. We've been together for about 1.5 years, but it's not been easy. Nowhere near. Genuinely, it's been nowhere near. We've had arguments, we've nearly broke up. There's been times where we've not talked for days. But there was one thing that helped me throughout the whole thing. I think she's asleep, so I can say it without sounding soppy. She's helped me more than she'd ever realise. And I'm not just saying that because she's in the bed. I'm saying that because it's true. You know, I was a wreck when I first met her. And ever so slowly I've been building myself up to be a little bit better. But then halfway through I collapsed. You know, after our anniversary I went into a mad mental spiral of depression. And she was there, not only comforting me, but helping me rebuild that strength that was once lost. I may not be good at remembering stuff. Hell, I might not even remember to edit this video, but I can remember her and what she's done for me. And so that's why I recommend Soul Arc. Because Soul Arc, in one video, goes over your past, your present, and your future. That's in one video, never mind the 10 and the masterclasses that you get. And so it's up to us what we want to do with our lives. And I've chose to take a step forward. And fuck me, is that a big step. It's so hard to realise your own faults. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that if you're weak, you're useless. If you're weak, you just need patching up. And that's what Tamara did. She patched me up. And so my mama did too. My mama patched me up. She was there. We go for walks. We walk the dog. A lot of people were by my side. People that I didn't even realise I had stupidly enough. Because you don't realise what you have until you are at rock bottom. I got to rock bottom and I realised just how many blessings I truly have. And so this will lead on nicely to my next topic of self-hatred. I hated myself. I hated the way I look, and in a way I still do. I hated the way I talked. I hated the way I did things. If you want me to be completely honest, and this is the most honest I'm ever going to sound, it was shit. I hated how everything was. And then I had to come to a realization. I wasn't doing things right. Now, if you couldn't tell throughout this video, I've been twitching in my face. That is because I have something called Tourette's and ADHD. And I'm trying not to do it, but it makes things a bit hard for me. You know, like it would, let's be real. But ADHD is really tough to deal with. In fact, I have to take meds. I'm not going to show them on camera because I feel that's a bit, self-invading privacy. But I will show you how the tablet looks. That right there is to help me. And so, hang on. Let me just quickly guzzle this down. Okay. I'm back. And so that plays a really big key part into how I think and how I operate. And so to combat depression, whilst not being on ADHD meds, which was my decision by the way, I chose not to be on them, which made me worse, was a stupid thing to do. And it was my fault that I stopped taking them, but the spiral into depression was not my fault. Parts of it were, parts of it wasn't. And so with depression, it felt weird. You want to be something, but you don't deserve to be anything. Is basically how depression is. On a very, 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 very basic summary. And so, when you try to be a Christian, an Orthodox Christian, whilst having that and very self-hatred, very much of a self-hatred for yourself, you are going to struggle. But that's the exciting part. When you've struggled enough, when you finally said to yourself, do you know what, I'm done with this shit, I want to change. That's when you ask yourself, who am I? Who am I really? And so you start to dive into these deep questions. You start to ask, who am I? What can I do better? And then you'll set out to be better, and then you'll fail. But the thing that you have to do is try again. You have to get back up again. If you lost 10 times a day, get up. Pray. If you fall, and I'm quoting from somebody here, you'll have to forgive me, I can't really remember who it is. I'll put an image up on the screen if I remember. If I don't, I'm sorry. If you fall 1,000 times, get up for that 1,001st time. That will mean the world to you in the future. And it will mean the world for those around you. I'm speaking from experience. Like I said, that depression was horrible. And I don't ever want to go back there. I was in a very dark state. And at one point, I just didn't want to get out of bed. I wanted to go sleep and not wake up for days. That's how bad it was. But I know people out there who had it way worse. I'm just happy that I have not got it bad as other people out there. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm happy that I can at least help. I'm not saying that because, I'm happy I'm not like them. I'm saying that I'm happy because I've been through that. Maybe not as bad, but I've been through that so I can reconcile with them in some way. You know, say you're not alone. But the reason why I bring ADHD into it is because ADHD messes with you. Yeah, sure, people say it's a superpower, but they don't tell you the dark side of ADHD. It makes you overthink. It makes you analyze everything to the deepest detail. They don't tell you the dark sides of it because they want to play it off as a superpower. Yeah, it can be, but that's only if you know how to wield the sword of ADHD. I don't know how to wield that sword yet. I'm only training to combat that. And so, bringing all of this together, I've had a big struggle. And that is why I'm recommending Solark, because Solark has helped me. Zach has helped me. The Viking Christian has helped me. God has helped me. God himself has sent these people to help me. And that depression was proving to me that I am blessed with these people. And so what I want to end off with is that if you're depressed, you're not alone, for starters. There are people out there who are depressed as well. And I'm not saying that to kind of say that your problems aren't valid. I'm saying that because to be alone is one of the worst things possible. You need to have people around you to help you, to talk to you. And if you don't have those people around you, it can get depressing. It can get horrible because you feel like you have no one to talk to. And so I want to make a segment here. First of all, saying if you need help, there are people out there who will help you. I will put a bunch of numbers on the screen now. And this is going to be the most vulnerable I have ever been. There was a time where I didn't wish to be here. It was for a very vague time, but it was still for a time. And that was how bad the depression got. I am going to put up the National Suicide Helpline because you are never alone. There are people out there who are willing to help you. And so maybe I'm making a mistake being this vulnerable, but to be truthful means to show people you. And this is me. I am still doing my best to figure out myself, as they say. I think that's what they say. But these people around me will never truly understand how much they've helped me. They will never know. Because they have helped me to a point where only God would understand how much they've helped me. So, again, there are numbers out there. There are people out there who will help you, and you are never alone. That is what I want to convey. And I will continue uploading to this, and I will continue making videos no matter how long it takes. But this is never going to be for fame. If it does become famous, great, I'll be glad. If I were to get 100 subscribers and it helped at least one of them, that is all I want. That's it. So I will end it off there. I will link these numbers in the description. I will link Solark in the description. And remember, you are loved. Even if it doesn't feel like it. There are people who love you. Don't fall into the trap of despair. I will leave it there. And I hope you all have a good night.